All right, we're here at beautiful Marathon Lake here in the Bienville National Forest, not too far from Lake Mississippi and Forest, Mississippi. So I've got the old boat in the trailer, which I had to do before because I had to get my boat extender coming in. But let's go fishing. All right, welcome back. Today we're going to try to target some bass and maybe some crappie in Marathon Lake. It's located just south of Lake Mississippi and just southeast of Forest, Mississippi. It's a pretty nice sized lake. It was actually created by a logging crew that was actually logging in the Bienville National Forest before it was that, and they basically created this and gave to the state of Mississippi so we can use for recreational purposes. Now that, to me, that is awesome. But today we're going to try to really be working the bass beds, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, all today is a catch and release reconnaissance mission, and I just want to get to know the lake better. I've actually never fished here on a boat. I've only fished off the banks. So I got my kayak right here I'm sitting in, you can kind of see, and we're going to be working with it. So I brought some little goodies that I didn't realize Walmart carried. So the first off is these right here. Now some of y'all may already know what these are, but if you don't, these right here are rod floats. Basically it's like a little pool noodle. You have a hole in it, has a slit in it, and these little pieces right here basically go over your rod, just like this. Next, I made sure I had is an anchor. Now I'm going to be trying to fish off some of these points, and the current's moving a little bit, and I want to be able to stay in position. Now this is only 1.5 pounds. I don't recommend it whenever using it in a river, but this big old lake, this is going to be able to be more than enough for what I need. Being able to stay where I want to stay. Next thing I was wanting to try to work is the spinnerbait, this KVD spinnerbait. It's like a peppered color with red accents, and I want to be able to work it through on the edges, across. Basically, I'm going to try to get up in there against some brim beds and see if a bass won't strike yet. And then I'm also going to be working Z-Man chatterbait with the chartreuse speckled pattern with a little bit of white in it, and we're going to see what this can do for us. Both of them are 3/8 ounces. I'm not trying to catch the biggest bass out of here. I'm just trying to see where the fish are. So just stay tuned and we'll see what we can get into. Still right here at Marathon. If you look, there's a whole bunch of geese right there that I'm going to try my best to stay well clear of. I'm pretty much going to drop me an anchor right here and just fish off of this right here and just try to see what I can get to. Alright, now I've already got it set up for plastics right here. I'm not going to change anything up. I just want to work my way around this little bank right here, this little bitty island, and see what I can do. The geese are moving a little bit. I guess I kind of disturbed them. I'm probably within 40 yards of them, but I don't blame them. If I saw something this big and scary, I think I'll probably be moving also. But I think first off what we're going to try is just get out our tackle box, move my big butt up out of the way. Now this right here is, I'm going to show y'all. This right here is what I'm carrying with me. This is all the lures, plastics, and everything else that I'm carrying. I got my terminal gear with me. So one of the things I wanted to try, I've got a lot of different baits I couldn't use in ponds, but I'm going to try this, the Zaraspook original. I'm using this color because it's going to be mimics a lot of the same colors as the bait fish. I also have the Zaraspook Junior, but it's wanting to get hung in my tackle box. So I'm going to be using this. You can hear the rattle in it. And I've also have this little bitty crankbait. You can hear the rattle in it also. See the lip on it? It's an old one that I found, but I've been able to have some success with it. I think the wind's done picked up and my anchor is not holding me like it should. I'm moving just a little bit. Yeah, it's steadily trying to catch a grip. Good gracious. I guess I'm gonna need a bigger weight. But yeah, this thing is not wanting to. I think it caught hold then. But this thing is just slipping across this muddy bottom. I mean, this all Marathon is ain't nothing but a big old mud hole with water in it. And so I think it caught that time. But so all this anchor doing is just sliding across. Now I'm gonna try to target also, I said some brim if we have time. And pretty much all I got for the brim is my basic jig heads. I've got a spinner on one jig head, and I got the generic jig heads that either has a pink head or a gray head, and that's what I'm going to be using. But I got all different types of bodies depending on what they like hitting today. I've got my chartreuse little swim bait jig body, along with my little tube bodies that I love fishing with. Here you got that speckled silver with the pink tails. I've caught a good many of crappie with that right there, and I can't lie, I love using it. But also what I've already got rigged up, you hadn't even seen me cast it yet, which I already have. I've got this little bad boy right here. That's just going to be the jig head with the spinner on it. You can see I already got some weed on it, but this different colored body right here, so I got twisted around, but it's got the tail has got some glitter in it, and that's a little bait, the little swim bait right there. Excuse me, spoon or spinner. That really attracts a lot of attention. So let's go ahead and make our first cast. I'll tell you what, I think what we're going to do, since I've already got this pole in my hand, is I'm going to try to cast along this bankside and just see what we can get into. That wasn't that good of a cast, but hey, this is a really, really shallow end that I'm fishing in. So it's like maybe 2-3 foot of water, if that. Alright, I got the first cast on video out of the way, and so what I'm going to try to do is go a little bit faster. The wind is really picking up. It wasn't hardly blowing at all this morning. There we go. Now that's a cast. I'm going to have to pick it up a little bit since it's a little bit more shallow. I'm going to try to fish this area right through here first, and then I'm going to try to go to the deeper side toward where the levee is. And all I'm doing is picking up is grass right here. So let me get a little bit closer to the bank. Ooh, those geese are upset. Yeah, I may not have any luck. Yeah, those geese done took off. Yeah, all that's happening right now is I'm just getting hung up. And I know y'all would love for me to try to stand up right now, but as choppy as this water is because of the waves, I'm not even going to tempt my fate. Yeah, it's just super, super shallow. So what I think I'm going to do now is I'm going to put this bait up, and I'm going to start trying to do some bass fishing. Alright, fun fact while I'm trying to redo my line, since it got just stuck on a log right down here. Bienville National Forest. It is a great natural resource for the state of Mississippi. It has so much timber and a lot of pines. But one cool little fact that I'll share with you, even you may not care less, but used to yearly before COVID hit, they would there would be a large group that came out here, stayed about a week, and they searched for Bigfoot in Bienville National Forest. Now, that's a pretty cool fact to me, because of not being too far, but people from all over the country would come here to Marathon, camp out for a while, and look through all these trails, look off the trails for different signs of Bigfoot. Wherever you believe on that, wherever you are on that side of it, I just think it's interesting. Keep an open mind whenever you can. But yeah, that's just a fun fact I just throw your way about a Marathon. So this pound-and-a-half anchor, I found out one thing. Whenever I caught that snag, I actually pulled my tail probably about 30 feet on 8-pound test line, pulling the anchor with me. Now, like I said, this is a muddy bottom, so it is what it is. But I gotta get on the other side where it's a little bit deeper. I'm gonna use my chatterbait, but there was an issue with that. The Z-Man chatterbait requires a body on the back end of it, and I forgot about that whenever I purchased it, and so I'm just gonna rig it up and just gonna see what I can do. So don't hate on me too much, but I've just got a little off-colored yellow worm, and that's going to be my body for my bait. And hopefully they get the bass fired up, they hear the chatter, and they see that chartreuse color, and then they see that little bitty body floating back behind it like that. Hopefully the worm would do enough for it. But yeah, I cannot believe I forgot to buy bodies for the chatterbait. But hey, we're going to see what we can do. I'm out here in the water, so right here in God's creation, so I honestly can't complain too much. So let's get to the other side of that other side of the lake. All right, I've been fishing on this other side for probably like going on 20 minutes now, and I've only been using the chatterbait. When I told you I was something funky rigged up, that's what I got rigged up. But I was wanting to see what it would work, but I haven't had anything to bite the chatterbait, so I'm gonna be swapping over to the spinnerbait, see exactly what he can do for me, and then we're gonna work our way from there. The reason I changed out my creature baits is because I got snagged, as you can remember back there, and so I'm gonna try to leave the creature baits alone for the time being. But I tell you what, the water might be choppy, the wind might be blowing a little bit, but that right there, this line with that little bitty 1.5 pound anchor, it's doing its job. I'd definitely buy it again, but we're gonna keep on, and hopefully we can get a bite before we have to go. All right, just got back in the truck, trying to get cooled off a little bit. It warmed up a little bit more than I thought it was going to be, but hey, we did our best. Didn't exactly catch anything, or more or less didn't even have any bites. I talked to a lot of other fishermen. They was in kayaks, they was in boats, banks, and the only thing that was biting today were brim, supposedly. And I tried casting as many possible places as I possibly could with the time that I had, and didn't come away with anything. But I'm gonna keep using the chatterbait. I gotta buy some more bodies for it, and I think this time of the year I need to try to go with a different color than chartreuse. But the spinnerbait is bait fish colored, and with a little red accent. It had some really good movement. It had that big old spoon or spinner on the front of it, the KVD, and it created a lot of movement in the water, and it was really, really nice, and I can't really complain about it. But until I see y'all again, we're going to try our best to keep on trying to get some meat in the freezer.